Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The feature race at Louisiana Downs on a really nice Saturday card is race number 11. It's the $200,000 Super Derby, and let's take a look at the field of 3-year-olds getting ready to travel a mile and a 16th on the turf. We have to begin with the number 4, Mr. Misunderstood. 4 for 4 on turf, and he won the local prep for this race, the Prelude. Couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, I like the way that he won that race too. They just went early with him around the second turn. He powered right by that field. He was way the best in that race. I actually like that Prelude as a prep for this race, because this horse I thought ran well, and I thought the runner-up, Fast Talking Man, is also back in here. I thought he ran well too to be second best.
So Misunderstood, 88 buyer in that race. Makes him, I think, the horse to beat. He's the 9-5 morning line favorite. Let's talk about Fast Talking Man's race. He's lightly raced. Maybe he has a little bit more scope for improvement than Mr. Misunderstood. What's it going to take for him to turn the tables on the favorite?
I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, because it feels to me anyway like that trip that they gave him last time is a trip you have to give him. I think he's a one-run closer on the grass, and I feel like you have to sort of let him settle back and just make that one run. He's got a nice kick to him when you allow him to do that. I thought he ran well last time. I thought he ran really well when he won that race at Lone Star back in May. He came with a huge run through the stretch. I think you just have to let him settle back, make one run, and hope that you can get there in time.
Let's see what the Timeform U.S. Pace Projector has in store for this year's Super Derby. And that trip might not work out if that blue bar favoring horses on or near the early lead plays out on the racetrack, because Fast Talking Man would now have to rally into a slow pace, which is likely to be set by the number 3 Flying Honeypot, who's trying turf for the first time. Little turf pedigree here. Discreet Cat, 11% first-time turf runners. The Damsfold, 1 turf winner, but she's a half to a multiple stakes winner on turf named Wheels Up at Noon. This colt hasn't done much wrong on dirt and does have the pace advantage, so it seems.
Yeah, I think that's what you would really like about him. He's got enough turf pedigree, I guess, that you could give him a chance in this race. But what you really like about him is that there's no other speed in here. I mean, he's just supposed to go right to the front in this race, and if he handles turf, he may very well be pretty tough to run down. I think he's a pretty dangerous horse in here. They made him a big price on the morning line.
The Too Gorgeous Kitten goes out for the always dangerous Michael Maker. I will not hold the Grade 1 Secretariat against him. He was beaten by the best 3-year-old turf horse we have in North American, Oscar Performance. His prior efforts are okay. 2-time graded stakes placed at Arlington Park. Yeah. Has he hit his ceiling as this low 80 buyer's horse? Because I'm not sure that's going to be able to get it done in here.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to have to take a step forward, even with the class relief that he gets. And he needs the class relief that he's getting here. You're right. Forget about the Secretariat. His races prior to that, the American Derby and the Arlington Classic, I don't know what you thought about them. I just thought he ran okay. He got good trips both times. He wasn't really close to good enough to beat those horses. This is obviously a better spot for him, but I'm not so sure he's going to have it that much easier with Mr. Misunderstood.
I think he's going to have to improve a little bit. Yeah. He's going to take a little bit of money in this spot. The 5 is Sanity, a 1-run closer who might be hurt by the expected lack of pace up front. This horse was 40-1 in the Kentucky Derby as a maiden, and he finished 16th. Keith DeZormo switched him to turf. He came from off the base. He beat 2 next out winners, although those horses graduated with buyers of 76 and 79 only.
Yeah, and he got a perfect trip in that race. DeZormo just saved every inch of ground with him. The rail opened right up for him in the stretch, and he just got there, and he didn't get much of a figure for that race either.
Fat Man, the number 6, won the Long Branch Stakes on dirt 2 starts back, and turning into the stretch, there's no way he could win.
I know.
The only way he won is that Talk Logistics at a mile at a 16th. Are you kidding me? That's not my game. And in the West Virginia Derby, Fat Man was probably a little bit overmatched. My question for you is he a turf horse? Is he a dirt horse? Does Joe Sharp know?
I don't know. It feels like he's improved lately, so I don't mind them giving him another chance on turf. He's run on turf 3 times so far. They're not terrible. I mean, it's not like you watch those races and go, well, this horse hates the grass. He's okay on the turf, and I feel like he's improved since then. So if he can bring the recent improvement in form over to the turf, he could get a piece of this.
Let's take a look at our top selections for the $200,000 Super Derby. We're both going with Mr. Misunderstood. He's the favorite. He's the horse to beat, and we're both going 4, 1, and 2. Approximate post time for the Super Derby, race number 11 at Louisiana Downs on Saturday, 5:05 Central. Good luck.